Look at that, y'all. Budget-friendly, homemade Hamburger Helper, beef stroganoff style. Come on, let's go cook this. Hello, everybody. I hope you're all having a wonderful day so far. Today, we are going to make a budget-friendly version of beef stroganoff. My nan made this dish when we were kids. I'm going to alter it a little by adding more flavor to it. I hope you all really enjoy it. I've decided to do this because some of my friends have asked me to start cooking some meals that are more budget-friendly. So for this one, what you want to do is get a pot of water boiling. To it, we're just going to add some elbow pasta. Now, I have boiled and salted this water. And we'll see how this little cooktop goes. It's my first time using it. So get your pasta in there. I use elbow pasta. You could use whichever one you prefer. In a large skillet now, the skillet's probably oversized for what we need, but it's the only one of mine that would work on this big ass burner. In the big pan, you're going to melt some butter because the first thing we're going to do is cook off some onions. Now, if you don't have onions, a cheaper way to do it is just use onion powder once you put the meat in there. But we, today, are going to caramelize some mushrooms to go in this. So you want your butter to melt. To the butter, we're going to add diced onions. I just did a medium dice on these, nothing too fancy. When caramelizing onions, I like to add a little bit of cinnamon powder to them. I think it just brings out a nice flavor, and who doesn't like depths of flavor? So just mix these three together, and you're going to cook them until they're nice and golden brown and caramelized. Our onions are caramelized and they're looking really good. So now we're going to add some minced garlic to this. Once again, if you don't have minced garlic and you're trying to do this even more budget friendly, go ahead and use garlic powder. I know some people have garlic salt and onion salt. I prefer to use the powders because once again, it gives me more control over the salt content in my food. You just want to cook this until that garlic is fragrant. It's not going to take long. And to this, we're going to add a pound of ground beef. Use the beef of your choice. You can go with the little tube stuff. You can go with the pre-broke up pounds like this. Or like the one I'm using is halal, so my roommate can enjoy this dish with me tonight. If you wanted, you could go to the bougie grocery store. But honestly, we're doing this to be budget friendly. So just grab the cheapest ground beef you can find, break it up, and get it mixed in here. Now, let's not forget to season the beef. To the beef, we're going to add a couple shakes of Lea parings, just a drop of liquid smoke, because we'll add more of that later, and some Cajun seasoning. Mix that all in and cook it until your beef is done. Our ground beef is cooked, so now we are going to add, I just use Campbell's Cream of Mushroom Soup. You can use whichever brand you like to use. I know Campbell's is one of the more expensive ones, but honestly, when making this dish, it's still affordable using the Campbell's, but you could use the store brand or anything like that. You want to stir this in. This is going to take the place of our mushrooms and the gravy because it will turn the meat into a gravy. I did forget to say when cooking your ground beef, please make sure you salt it because we want to season every layer of this. We want this sauce to stew for a little bit, but while it's stewing together, we want to add the rest of our Cajun seasoning. Another drop of liquid smoke. It's just going to add a nice little hint of smokiness to it. You don't want to use too much. It can be overpowering. And you want to add some more Lea pairings. Stir this up. Let it stew for a little bit. By the time the pasta's done, the sauce will be ready to add the pasta to it. For some reason, my camera stopped working. So let me try this again. I used a spider to take it from the pot into the pan so that I have some of that pasta water to thicken the sauce and to add a nice little silky feel to it. Some different variations you can do on this dish. Instead of the elbow pasta, you could use like rotini, you could use the bow ties, mini shells. You want something that the meat and the sauce can cling to. For the sauce, some different variations to do is instead of using the Cajun seasoning, I really love it when I use curry powder instead. The yellow stuff you get at the grocery store, put a bunch of that in there instead of the Cajun. Add a touch of cayenne to it so you still get a little heat to it. But it's basically homemade Hamburger Helper. It turns out cheaper in the long run and more affordable because you've bought the stuff, you've cooked it yourself, and you get more bang for your buck doing it this way. Okay, y'all, this took us maybe 30 minutes from start to finish with the prep work and everything else. Now, let's give this baby a try. This is so good, y'all. Trust me, it doesn't sound like much. It looks simple. It is simple. It's really delicious. Remember, just because food is budget friendly doesn't mean it can't be flavorful. I hope you all have a blessed and wonderful day. Bye-bye.